The power of a 99-3 is insane in NBA 2K26. I mean, look at some of these shots that we're hitting. I have been able to pull from anywhere on the court extremely confidently because of this super high rating, and not very many people are going this high this year, but I'm hitting and one threes, consistent contested threes. There's just really nothing anybody can do to stop me from shooting right over the top of them. Most people went with a super tall guard this year, but I did something a little bit different with the 6'1", 99 3-point build, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy today's video because of it. Sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy this breakdown of how overpowered a 99-3 is in 2K26. I have some of the craziest clips in this game already, and it's all because of this build. But don't worry, because in today's video, I'm going to put you onto my build, my animations, my badges, my jump shot, and everything else you need to know to have crazy shooting just like me in 2K26. I'm also going to be breaking down if the 99 3-pointer is really worth it, or if you should just go with a lower rating. And then I have some insane gameplay to back up why I'm feeling the way I am about it. Drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on, and let's get right into it. Alright, and here is the build we're using, and wait till you see my cat breaker screen. I have a very crazy thing to show you guys about this build, but starting out, we do have a 75 driving dunk. That's going to get us the Devin Booker dunk styles, 78 layup. I do have a layup video dropping, so you guys can get all of the best layup styles for this build, as well as all the other builds, but you can definitely get some very good animations on this one. 99 3-pointer after a couple of cat breakers, 89 midi. That 89 midi is going to feel like a 99 with all of our legend shooting badges that we have. 79 free throw definitely gets the job done. 71 pass act, I've been perfectly fine with this rating in the 5s. 92 ball handle for all the dribble moves. 86 speed with ball, so I can max +2 my lightning launch to legend and still get that Ja Morant dribble style. And then a 92 perimeter, so we can guard the ball, we can get bumpy, we can get stops on our 6'1" guard. It's definitely not the greatest because of how small we are, but I don't know if I have any clips in this gameplay, but I have been locking people up on this build. As long as you know how to play defense, it gets the job done. No rebounding, but we do have an 87 speed, 82 agility, and a 65 vertical. Now let's just take a look at this cat breaker screen really quick, and if you do the math, you can add 3 cat breakers to your driving dunk and 3 cat breakers to your vertical and have contact dunks on a 99 3-point build. I didn't even do this on purpose because I couldn't see the cat breaker screen. This was my very first build of the year, but I am definitely not complaining about it. Definitely very cool. We can do that this year. Let's take a look at our animations really quick though. This is everything that I am using. I'm not saying it's the best, but this is what I use in the video. So if you want to copy it down, or if you have a small guard and want to use these animations on that, feel free to take a screenshot, pause the video, whatever you have to do. Grab these animations. I promise after the video, you're going to want them. I'm also going to go ahead and include my jump shot for you guys. Nobody else has seen this yet, and I did come up with this one all on my own. I mean, this Quentin Grimes base you're about to see is very, very good this year. That pass style Draymond Green though, I did just get that from completing a playmaking specialization quest. But anyways, here is the jump shot. Quentin Grimes, Damian Lillard, and Baluba, 60-40 on push max speed. This is the sauce right here. Go ahead and throw this jump shot on any builds under 6'5". Trust me, this is the one. Let me prove it to you right after we look at these badges. So here is all the badges that I currently have. In the video, you guys are going to see some of them pop up in the top right that are still Hall of Fame. I was recording games after I got a 99 3-pointer, but my badges weren't completely maxed. From the clips that you're going to see though, I promise you it's not going to make a difference if I had the max badges or not. I mean, I'm hitting anything that I want to out here, but we do have Legend, Limitless Range, Shifty Shooter, Deadeye, Lightning Launch, Set Shot Specialist, and we are working towards that Mini Marksman. Enough yapping about all this though, let's get into the gameplay and show you what the power of a 99 3-pointer really is. Alright, so I do have a ton of like 40, 50, and even 60-point games on this build, but I could sit and show you screenshots, but I'm just going to sum it up for you. I mean, I have this is the second half of a rec game. I started recording at half because I had 31 points going into the break. I am going to keep a lot of my misses in here when I do miss. It's not going to be super often, but I'm going to keep them in just so you guys know that I'm not hitting every single shot on this build. I do still miss even having that 99 rating. And it's all because of user error. It's not because of the game or anything like that. I mean, most of the time, if my percentages are bad, it's because I'm going for clips, hucking up half-court shots, or shooting something super contested. But a lot of these clips, you are going to see me getting double, triple, I mean, quadruple teamed in some of them because I am just frying anybody guarding me. If I get an inch of space, I'm knocking it down. Like I said, the only time I'm really missing is when I'm shooting something crazy. I do have the takeover on that lets me shoot from deep bomber. That's what it's called. I have deep bomber takeover on, so I can shoot from wherever I want on the court, and I am absolutely frying these dudes. Look at what I'm shooting. This is the most confident I've ever been on 2K. I'm not even joking. Shooting from anywhere on the court. Crab knocking down another one. And I am so glad I decided to record at halftime because this second half is even crazier than the first. But let's talk about badges real quick. One that I noticed is extremely important is set shot specialist. It was important last year also, but this year I definitely felt the effects and felt myself knocking down way more shots once I got that up to Hall of Fame and Legend. The other one I would highly recommend getting, if you're not going to go with a 99 3-pointer, I would highly recommend getting max +1 or max +2 on shifty shooter. It feels like it pops up on every single shot that I take, and fading threes is very, very good. Again, like fading mid-range is also very, very good. Fading in general is insane this year, so shifty shooter is a must-have badge. Now, limitless range, I feel like I was hitting super deep shots even without it super far upgraded, so I don't know if I can say that one is one of the ones that I would for sure push for, but it definitely is still worth having and definitely nice to have on this 99 3-point build so I can shoot some crazy stuff whenever I get the ball. I mean, I'm shooting triple team shots out here in the rec, and I'm still shooting a decent percentage. I really can't complain. These guys are actually triple teaming me. I don't know. I got to start hitting my teammates because they just don't want me to get up any more shots. They'd rather let my teammate dunk all over them in the paint. Now, do I really think a 99 3-pointer is necessary in 2K26? No, definitely not. I have builds with an 80 and I can definitely still knock down very consistently, but is it very fun? For sure. This build is very, very good for fives, and if you want a build that you can come out here, hit every single shot, have a very big green window. I mean, speaking of green window, I'm timing shots wrong, like not wrong, but I feel like I'm timing it early or late and it's still green some of the time. That's the badges kicking in for me. That's the rating kicking in for me. I mean, it just honestly makes it so easy to shoot on this game. And if you're paying attention in the top right corner, I mean, I have 60 points, 63 points and 10 assists at this point. I really just made my guy quit at the end of the game. He did not want to be included in my screenshot, so I'm going to take the AI, run him off a screen, and knock down one more three to cap off a 66 point performance on this 99 3-point build. But like I was saying, going up to a 99 3-pointer in the builder is extremely expensive. I'm pretty sure it was about a 77 or 78 overall just with that attribute upgraded. I mean, it was honestly like extremely expensive this year, and we're gonna keep looking at this, keep trying to analyze if it's really worth it. But like I said, going down to that 97 definitely gave me some more flexibility in the builder with the cap breakers, and now that I know we can add more cap breakers to get contact dunks, I think by the end of this year this build is gonna still be very viable, at least in the 3s and 5s anyways. But we do have another game, so let's get into that right now and keep breaking it down. Now, this one I did start recording right in the beginning here, so I do have the whole game for you guys. That other one was just such a crazy game that I only got the second half of. I wish I would have started earlier, but I'm getting double teamed off the rip here. They're leaving my center wide open. He's gonna go ahead and knock that down. That is something I found. I do end up missing a shot in the corner there. Like I said, I'm gonna keep some of those misses in just so you guys see I am missing still on this build. But that is another thing about this build. People see 99 rating and I have the center jumping at me in the first quarter, 2 minutes into the game with 0 points. Like, I'm coming off a screen and they are just double, triple teaming me. I do finally knock down my first 3 of the game though. We got to get started at some point. If you pass early on this build and get your teammates involved, you're going to get a lot of one-on-one matchups and wide open shots. And I do have the mid-range. Like I said, the mid-range is only an 89 or whatever it was, but with all these legend shooting badges, it feels like even more. There's a nice little fading 3 for you guys. I have a ton of those, and I do have a ton of part clips on this build as well. I mean, shooting behind half, shooting fades from wherever I want. So let me know if you guys want some part gameplay on this build as well. But I would definitely recommend, if you do make something like this or make a smaller build in general, I would go with only the 3s and 5s court. So if you're going to go smaller, just know that you're probably not going to want to bring it to the 2s court. I did try and I did not win very frequently. I mean, that kind of, I took a few losses and hopped off of it. It just was not working for me. Everybody on the 2s is tall, but this build is very viable in the 3s and the 5s, and it can definitely get the job done. I mean, the 92 perimeter does get you stops in the park. I still do play with a lockdown most of the time as my center whiffs a layup right there, but I still do play with a lockdown most of the time just for them to guard ball and I can guard corner, because we can definitely guard corner. I mean, we have a 92 perimeter. We're bumping people off ball, and we can definitely guard the secondary ball handler. It's just when we have a main ball handler, as I hit a crazy fade 6'8" in the corner with 2 defenders on me. We do get player of the half, 22 points, 3 assists. But like I said, when we have the primary defender or primary ball handler being guarded by a lockdown, I can definitely handle the secondary ball handler no problem at all. And as far as me making this build, I definitely do not regret going with it, as I hit a nice little crab there, knocked down the 3. But I definitely don't regret going with it. This has been a ton of fun, and it's different than there's the 4 contested jump shot I was talking about earlier. I mean, I have 4 people jumping at me and I still shot it. I definitely should not have put that one up, but it is what it is. I don't regret starting on this build at all, though, having the high rating and doing something a little bit differently. I mean, it definitely has given me a very good feeling for the game. It helped me learn shooting early on in the year, and I didn't want to go make a 6'8" like everybody else to start it out. No hate to them. I just wanted to try to do something a little bit different and get a test for you guys to see if this 99.3 was really worth it. And currently, I am thinking it definitely was. I mean, I haven't seen people shoot like me without a 99 3-pointer. Let me know if you guys have down in the comments. But I mean, I'm just pulling anything. I'm fading from anywhere. I don't know. I haven't seen somebody do this on a 6'6" or a 6'8", especially when not in takeover. But I do have to pass the ball here to my shooting guard because they are double teaming me again. Every time that I come up with the ball after I start scoring, I'm getting 2-3 guys sent at me. There's that fading mid-range. Now, fading middies is something I did a lot in 2K25, and if you were wondering, it is definitely back in 2K26, especially with these badges. 3 guys jumping at me there, by the way, and I hit my center. Down 2 points, down 4 points, 30 seconds left in the fourth. Keep an eye on that. Wide open 3, knocking it down. That is super clutch. Down 3, 11 seconds. I'm coming off the screen. 2 guys chasing me, fading a 3, knocking it down to tie the game with 6 seconds left. They have an offensive possession to try to win the game here. 4, 3, coming across half court, 2, 1, steal, and we are headed to overtime. I mean, 41-8 is a very good stat line for regulation, but it's about to get even crazier in overtime. As I hit the shooting guard here, he's gonna go ahead and drive in and dunk that. That is a 6'6" lockdown. I have a build or video coming on those lockdowns pretty soon here. I've been working on the 6'10" and 6'4" stuff kind of a lot, but those middle height lockdowns, there is something coming. Anyways, back to the gameplay. I am going to cross, snatch, fade the midi, knock it down. The middies feel even, I'm not even lying, they feel better than 25, and I faded middies all year last year. I'm going to hit the quick slip on the center after the guy steps up. Every time I'm coming off a screen, that's another thing that makes this build even more viable because I come off a screen and draw so much attention. Not everything in this game is about stats or badges or anything like that. X's and O's, you get people to step up on you, you draw 2 defenders, and it opens up the entire court. If you can hit your shots, if you can play make, if you know when to make the read, when to pass. Look at this shot I just took in overtime. Up 6 with a minute 15 left, and I'm shooting that confidently. That is a crazy shot to be shooting. Now, I do have takeover, but I mean, I'm just knocking that down super consistently, super confidently. But we are now up 7 with about a minute left, and it is just getting started. Let me come across half court, cross, draw the centers. My center is wide open, but I'm fading another one, knocking it down. Look at these shots going in. I am grinning ear to ear right now. I've been having so much fun on 2K26. Let me tell you guys right now, we are in for a good year. Drawing 3 defenders again, hitting the power forward, and he's going to go ahead and throw that down. I do have 49-11. I miss an easy front fade. I definitely should have knocked that down, but I hit my shooting guard for one more 3 to cap it off and really put the dagger in them. We do end up winning this one in overtime, but kind of in conclusion here, I really do think that if you want to build that you want to be super competitive on the 3s, on the 5s, if you want to shoot super consistently, if you want to have a big green window, I do think it's worth it. I think it'd be good if you waited a little bit to get cap breakers so that you could definitely mess around with the build a little bit more. I probably would have gone a little bit lower driving dunk, knowing that I could go higher with cap breakers. Whatever the threshold would be, I'd have to mess with it to get just that 87-75 rating on the driving dunk and vertical. But like I said, I do think it's worth it. I really think 99.3 is very, very good this year. It's expensive, but if you want something that's not the typical 6'6" or 6'8" meta guards that everybody's making, this one is a lot of fun. It's going to be good in the stage if you're good at 3s. If you know what you're doing, you can be competitive on this build. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, though. Let me know if you would go 99 3-pointer or if you do not think it's worth it after seeing today's clips. Appreciate you watching all the way through. If you stuck around, drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on the way out. We have a lot of content coming for you guys, and I will catch you in the next one.